This is Dr. Lucelle, and I'm a doctor of sport and performance psychology who helped Haverford High School go from 1-9 to 11-2 last year after their triple option football academy camp. Scobie, Montana went from 2 wins to the state semifinals after they became a triple option football academy client. And West of New Mexico, with a brand new head coach, never coached varsity football before, they ended up winning as many games as the previous 8 years combined after becoming a triple option football academy client. And in this video, we're going to discuss really quick about the importance of numbers advantage in the Flexbone offense. Because here's the bottom line. I had one of my best friends, he actually texted me this right before I was actually in church, and church was about to start. He texted me. For whatever reason, my friends, and I have clients that do this too, and that's okay, they text me when I'm in church. I usually go to church from 10:30 to about 12:05, 12:10 on Sundays. I don't know why, but just the way it works out. And he asked me a question, and he drew up a diagram about triple option, and I look at it, I go, well, there's 6 people on one side and 5 people on the other side, and you're in the spread formation, so obviously you go to the 5-man side. But here's the thing. We don't talk about this in a lot of videos, and perhaps I should discuss this more, but it doesn't happen that much, is if you line up in flex or spread, and they put 5 people on one side and 6 on the other, but you've called your play to the 6-man side, you got to make a flip call and run the same play the other way. So let's go through the procedure real quick. I got to blow my nose. All right, now you line up in spread or you line up in flex. They put 6 people on one side, 5 people on another, but you're running to the side where they have 6. Your quarterback goes flip, and you run the same play the other side. So if it's zone dive right, you go zone dive left. You're saying, well, Dr. Sella, how do we recognize that? Pretty simple. The one thing you're going to see is it's easier to count to the nub side and all that sort of thing in unbalanced formations. But when you're in a balanced formation, you're kind of like, well, how does he recognize that? Well, he drew up a defense with a 3-3 with 2 safeties. I'm like, well, yeah, you've got to have an extra player on one side, and if you're running into the side with the extra player, then generally you got to run away from that. You got to make a flip call. What I found over the last 10 plus years is if they align with a monster, there's an overhang to one side, but none to the other side, you got to go away from that. Generally, if a defense aligns with an overhang to one end, but not the other end, you're going to the other end. So if you get a defense with an overhang on one side, but the other side doesn't have an overhang, that's when you make the flip call. So that's what you do, because Paul Johnson said, always run to the numbers. Always run to the numbers. Always run to the numbers. So you're in a balanced formation. They put 6 on one side, 5 on the other side. Play call goes to the 6. Flip. Same play goes to the 5-man side. Got it? Good. I got to take a drink, guys. You guys have a great one. Call me. Become a client. Let me help you win more games in 2025. Don't just be a free luncher who tries to watch all 4,600 of these videos. Because all it's going to do is it's going to make your brain dead, and either you're going to figure out, I got to call that Italian guy and become a client, or I'm going to go run the spread and be a commie freaking Tim Waltz lover. All right, make your decision, commit, become a client, thank me later. Praise God on this Sabbath right before Memorial Day. Talk soon.